What's up, good people? So, like, I put a post up on I put a post up on the IG page, right? And it has uh the Junkies. What's up, John? They had a Junkies saying that Washington needs to trade Dwayne Haskins for Sam Darnold straight up right away. Like, this needs to happen, whatever, right? And so I put above the picture, I put above the caption, I said, this is racist, right? And I got a lot of people in my inbox like, young, how is this racist? How is this racist? Right? And then so I'm here to explain how it's racist. So the narrative is racist. And this is how it's racist. So Sam Darnold, right, is a proven unsuccessful quarterback. He's proven. He's had ample time, ample opportunity to be good, great, average, or trash. Right? And in most cases, what happens is when you talk about white QBs, they never call them trash for a long time. It took Bama's was fighting me tooth and nail about Mitchell Trubisky for the longest time. Oh, thanks, Tony P. Appreciate you, bro. So like, it takes forever for white quarterbacks to find this place of being trash, when black quarterbacks automatic, oh yeah, he trash, he done, he terrible, whatever, like off break, without the same level ample opportunity to even show if they're good or not. They just write them off, cast them off. So the narrative itself is racist, though. The narrative itself is racist. To say you want to trade right now Sam Darnold for Dwayne Haskins right now, almost as if like Sam Darnold is some great quarterback who's just that much better than Dwayne Haskins, is racist, dog. And I'm going to tell you how it's inherently racist. The narrative is racist. This is how. Sam Darnold, dog, this Bama last week, we can go to his career numbers if you want to. But last week, this Bama had a 31 QB rating. That whole squad in itself only had 4 yards in the second half, right? I'm not hearing not one story about him needing to be benched, about he's terrible, about how he don't need to be on the roster. Nothing about Sam Darnold and his performance last week, which was abysmal against the Bills. Abysmal. I mean, Dwayne Haskins didn't even play, and his numbers is better than Sam Darnold's jump last week, bro. Let's keep it all the way 100. His numbers were terrible. His performance was terrible. Dwayne's worst game this year versus the Cleveland Browns didn't even hold a torch to Sam Darnold's game last week. All right? So, that aside, the media here saying that they rather have a white, proven unsuccessful, proven trash quarterback over a black, unproven commodity who hasn't got ample opportunity is racist, dog. Flat out. And you don't, I mean, some people are not gonna agree, but anytime you're insulting, like the purposeful insult of taking a terrible bum sauce quarterback and then saying that he's that much better than this quarterback who is just unproven, just young, just hasn't had a real true opportunity to get the development or what. Dog, Sam Darnold's been in the league 4 years now, get ample time to show that he's great or good. The support of his teammates, support of his coach, all of that, dog. Dwayne Haskins got 4 games this year and 4 last year from a coaching staff that wasn't really for him. So it's just not, it's an insult. It's an insult, and it's a backhanded insult. And to me, that's racist when they do that, dog. When they take this quarterback who's proven he's a bum, and they be like, oh yeah, well, he's a bum, but he's a much better bum than this guy over here. who we think is a bum. And when it happens, and colorism is played into it, dog, it's a bunch of back, dog. This narrative was not written about. What's my man name who backing up not at the Chargers, Jameis Winston. They not saying Jameis Winston they not saying Jameis Winston. They not even saying what's my other man's name that the black quarterback, he's a backup for used to play with the Jets. What's his name, young? Used to play with the Jets, backup quarterback, black dude. They not even saying him, dog. They not even saying him. They just, like, it just appalls me. It appalls me. And I don't care how people feel about Dwayne Haskins. You could call him a bum, whatever. That's neither here nor there. You can say, if you think he is, off the small sample size that he's been given. Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater, dog. Same, like, I mean, not even Teddy, not Teddy. It's another dude. But like, just off the small sample size, you want to call him a bum, fine. That's your prerogative. But what I'm saying is, this media here, I'm talking about here in this town, and this is where people kind of get lost because they're not tuned in. Gino, my man, thank you, Gino. They not really tuned into what be happening here. This media here, dog, the media here, they throw these little things out here because it's backhanded insults. Mm-hmm. It's a form and a way to demoralize, like, Dwayne Haskins and make him look bad, and like just it's a real dirty game that's being played here, dog. Because honestly, when you look at the landscape of the NFL and all the players that's in it, there's so many players that could have been chose that they could have been like, oh yeah, young, like, we should try to get Jameis or something like that. Like, no, these Bama's took a bum white dude, dog. Sam Darnold is trash. I'm better than Sam Darnold off my doorstep right now. No practice time. I'm gaining more than 4 yards, dog, in the second half of any football game with no preparation. That's on my mother, dog. And I'm not even, like, no gas. No troll, no gas, no nothing. I can throw to the back 3 times and at least get 4 yards. Stop it. All for repaired Achilles tendon. And this is no gas. I'm not trying to minimize the work ethic and how these players put in all this time and effort and stuff like that. But it's just the truth. And when you say that you'll take this dude and you'll take him over him right now, it's a backhanded shot, dog. It's a backhanded shot. And hearing all the conversations and stuff, I'm just not for it, dog. And so when I see something that's racist, I'm not just going to just be like, oh yeah, that's real racist, but I'm just not going to say. No, all racism isn't like black people or white people saying certain things about black people. Dog, sometimes it's narratives. It's these little subtle things that happen, these micro aggressions and different things like that happen on a consistent basis. And I don't care. You can unfollow my channel. I don't care. I'm going to speak about it. If I see it, I'm not going to just stand idly by, because that's what's happened for so long. We've just had to deal with it. Bama just had to, and then it's so bad that I could say this stuff, right? I could keep it all the way 100. Say all of this stuff. Call it all out, right? Bams will be like, oh, dog, you race baiting, dog. Young, you don't know what you're talking about. You just making stuff up, dog. Dog, he's just a bum, and you just trying to defend him, and woo, 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 woo. And like this, I'm talking about black people will say this. This is how messed up the system is, dog. That it won't even be white people attacking me, dog. It'd be my own people attacking me. Talking about, young, you trash, dog. What are you talking about, young? You making everything about race. It's not even, right? That'll happen. Then 2 weeks later, Shannon Sharp will say something. These main media pundits will say something. Then everybody will be like, oh, young, yeah, dog, I can't believe that, dog. They crazy. It's just like, the media brainwash that be happening to people, it just, like, sometimes, I mean, I got thick skin. Cause when you play basketball and stuff, Bama's talk trash. You might get dunked on, all types of stuff. You can't be soft. But it like baffles me how like it'd be my own people, dog, confused, be like, wait, it's not about race. Like, dog, everything is, dog, everything. And it's unfortunate that it's like that. It's unfortunate that we in a situation in a society where everything is about race. But it's just the facts. Oh, what's up? What's up, Jenna? Nah, I'm on here ranting because they fired. So today, for those who don't know, it's a lot of stuff that happened today. So 106.7 The Fan, it's a prominent radio station in this location. They fired Chad Dukes, who's like a big radio name in his town, and they fired him for some racial comments that he made on his own personal podcast, whatever. And I guess they went back and they listened to it. I don't know who listened to it. I don't know if it was a black executive or somebody, because whoever listened to it gotta have some pull to be able to like snatch the plug on Chad Dukes. I always thought the Bama was backdoor racist in my opinion, and it just how I felt. I would listen to different comments, different segments, and I could just hear it. It is what it is. When it exists. So they fired him, and then you see different things that so this is the crazy thing, right? So he got fired, but there's other racist like media people in this town. Like, he's not the only one, which is, it's sad but true. So he's not the only one. And so a lot of people, are aware, like, know the Junkies and stuff like that. And the Junkies have been like, the Junkies are like a staple in this town, as far as like sports media and stuff like that. But I feel like Backdoor Lurch be like racist on the low, and they be doing racist stuff, dog. I'm just keeping it 100. Like, I can just hear it in some of the rhetoric and stuff that they put forth. And then when it's topics about racial issues, these Bama's act like they just like it's like they gotta. It's like you pissed in their milk, dog. It's like they just be like, oh my gosh, you gotta talk about racial issues again. Oh, like, and you hear it in their perspectives and how they come at the topics, and frankly, it's disgusting to me. And so, me having my own brand and starting my own like entity and stuff like that, and having people a part of our entity that kind of are able to see under the rug of a lot of stuff that happens in this sports media town. Like, people are refreshed by our content because they're like, like, finally somebody's calling it out. Finally someone's paying attention to the funny business and the stuff that they do. Because in this town, how they do the racial stuff. The racial stuff is all done by narratives. So they spin narratives. The Dwayne Haskins situation, that was a narrative spin, dog, that was racially motivated at the core of it. At the core, it was racially motivated, dog, because in this town, they don't want no black quarterback as the quarterback of their team. When he had a conversation about Black Lives Matter, and the conversation about the protests, and the conversation about the Washington football team changing the name, dog, you should have heard some of the stuff I heard on the radio. I was in shock. I was like, hold on. Matter of fact, they could have fired Chad Dukes for the stuff he was saying about the Washington football team name. He was like, oh, I don't care. It's always going to be Washington Red. And he was saying Redskins and like going hard by it. He was like, you can feel how you want about it, but I'm going to rock my gear, and I'm not going to never let the team name die, and blah, blah, blah. And just so insensitive, just so one perspective sided that he wasn't even willing to even be open to other perspectives and stuff, even when he tried to act like he is. So it was just, to me, it was appalling. And when the way like the media here is, they got so much pull and power that even if I call in, which I've done before, I've called people on this joint who know and rock with me heavy, know that laws I call in. So I'm not one of the Bama's who just critical of the whole situation and just like, oh yeah, these Bama's suck, they racist, they this, they that. No, I tried to, reach out. Sometimes I still do. I tweet them. I'm like, hey, this is how you feel about this, but this is the situation. Like, really? Is this how y'all feel? And I would really call them out on a lot of stuff that they put out there. And, some people call me and be like, dog, yeah, I appreciate you, you stepping up trying to do X, Y, and Z. And then other people, I'm talking about black people included, dog, you just race baiting, everything about race and stuff like that. It's like, young, I live in America, dog. I don't live in Grenada. I don't live in Africa. I don't live in Mexico, El Salvador. No, I live in America. And in America, I don't know what America y'all live in, but race is at the top of the food chain in every situation that's going. The question is, and I said it on another live, it's just where does race fall on the totem pole? So I could go in a grocery store and I could be navigating the people at the grocery store, and I'm telling you, they could be acting funny, and race is a part of it. Now, it may be a small part of it. It may be 10%, or it may be 100%. Every situation is different. Every situation is different. Every circumstance is different. But to tell me that the circumstance is void of racial situation or race include, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. Name something, anything, dog, anything. The host is vanilla bean ice cream. If you go look up what vanilla beans are black. Yeah, vanilla ice cream is white. Why? Tell me. Look up a vanilla bean right now and tell me why is vanilla ice cream white. I'm just telling you. Listen, I'm not here to put a sour in your day. I'm just here to just speak truth and the facts about the society situation we live in. I'm hopeful that things can move into a direction where these things aren't at the as prominent as they are in our society. I hope, I live long enough to see that progress. But I'm not going to not address it, not talk about it, not clarify different things that I see that's happening. That's just not right, dog. It's just not right. It's not right. It's not right. In the words of my man Aaron on the podcast, I want the same deal to buy him up the street guy. I want the same deal. I want to see my people get the same treatment, same deal as everybody else, dog. That's it. And when I don't see that, I'm going to say something. That may not put me in a, popular space with a lot of people, and so be it. It is what it is. That's just how life is. That's how society is sometimes. Like Colin Kaepernick, he stood up for something he thought was necessary to stand up for, and Bama's crucified him for it. Called him every name, in a book, but a child of God, dog. They went like that. Hamburger, no cheese on Kaepernick all day. And then, all of a sudden, it's Bama hero, overnight. And then people retracting, because that's how people just so fickle. They just go with what everybody else say. If somebody who got clout and some steam behind said, and they, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, and it's sad. It truly is sad. I was reading the other day. I was just reading the whole story. This is just a side note, but I was reading a story about a Pilate in the Bible with and how the people was like. Pilate was like, young, y'all want to take Jesus and crucify him? Y'all, I'm going to let one person go back to the community. Y'all can take Jesus, or y'all can take Barabbas. And Barabbas was a cold killer, dog. They terrorized the whole city. This is how you know Jesus was black, dog. Because they let this back. They said, no, give us Barabbas. They took Barabbas back and sent my man to the cross, dog. Like, where they do that at? Where they do that at? Only in America, dog. You see innocent Bama's walk free, like, off the skin tone alone. It's crazy out here. It's crazy. These narratives that they be putting look crazy out here. I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm semi-trolling a little bit, but I'm just saying, like, it's just real talk. It's real talk. I hope people hear me, because this is another thing. When you start talking about real stuff, like real topics, Bama's put you in the finger forelock, dog. They put you in the figure forelock. They twist your whole demonstration up. Bama said he hate white people. They just make up stuff to just try to slam. Like, dog, the Bama ain't even say that. He just said that the system is messed up. And then people like, nah, young, I'm telling you, you gotta cancel this dude. He said he hate all white. Like, nah, dog. Like, I heard him in other Jones. He never said, like, that's how with society we in right now. When you start keeping it to 100, you start keeping it 200, not 100, not $1.50. When you start keeping it $2 or 200, Bama's gonna send this jump to. Oh, now I know we work out. I'm gonna just try to destroy his whole career. Like, dog. I'm telling you, that's what type of society we live in when you start calling out the funny business. And it's so much. You know, like, it's so much, you know? It's so deep, it's so many layers to it. And we've had conversations on the podcast, and we talked about it in depth. Jeremy, we discussed it. You know what I'm saying? People know. And I'm hoping, you know, that as people see this, like, especially, like, one of the things that, like, hurts our community, since I'm venting and I'm just in the zone right now, like Kobe in the fourth quarter, rest in peace. We're so divided, dog. So divided. For every 5 people you talking to about politics and stuff, like, maybe 2-3 of them is like, young, I'm gonna vote for Trump, or I'm just gonna do, like, people just on polar opposites, dog. Like the Daniel Camerons of the world, dog. Like, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them out here, and you can't even, like, reason with them. I'm a reasonable dude. I like to think. You know, I can admit when I'm wrong. I can, you know, take a step back, and if I am wrong, I can apologize and kind of make things right. Like, I try to be reasonable with people. I try to see different perspectives. I try to understand. You know, I try to put that in context of what I know and what I've seen. You know, I try to communicate well, not in an aggressive manner, but in a way that people can hear what you got to say and listen. But, dog, there's some stuff, like I said it the other day, like, if somebody doesn't want to believe in God, it's nothing I can say. Like, if you witness a child birthing process and you don't believe in God, it's nothing, dog. It's nothing I could say, bro. You on your own. Like, it's nothing I could tell you. Nothing I could share with you. And, you know, there's some stuff that we have to navigate in this life that we live in, that people just will be like, it doesn't matter how much sense you make. It doesn't matter how articulate you are. It doesn't matter how dynamic you are. None of that matters, young. If people want to just not listen and just be stubborn or just stuck on their side of the aisle or whatever, it's nothing you can do. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do. So that's my 11 cents for today. I had to come back on here and just let people know, because people was like, yeah, you know, like, how's this racist? So I had to explain how. And I really wanted to wait until, like, you know, I got back on the podcast and stuff, but some stuff just can't wait, you know. You just gotta keep it a buck, you know. Just gotta keep it a buck. But yeah, I hope all y'all doing well. Hope y'all wearing your coats outside because it's just chilly. For sure. Shout out to my man Jeremy though for holding the podcast down. They're doing an excellent job, my bro. I'll be back in a couple weeks. And, till then, stay up, yeah. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open on swivel all day. All right.